Welcome to the Ask the Expert segment of Your Health Matters. Today our special guests are Susie Burleson, Manager of Trauma and Emergency Services at Meritus Medical Center, and Deputy Carly Hose of the Washington County Sheriff's Office. Our topic today is distracted driving. Now welcome, ladies. All right, Susie, why is it important for Meritus Medical Center to be a strong advocate about the importance of distracted driving?
It's important because we're a regional trauma center, and our goal is to prevent people from having injuries.
What is a regional trauma center exactly?
A regional trauma center is a center that's been designated by the state of Maryland. There's actually 9 trauma centers in the state, and what this center does is it has special capabilities that other local hospitals don't have. We have a trauma surgeon that's here, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that's available if we would have a trauma patient. We also have special surgeons, thoracic, plastics, general surgery, anesthesia, and different things like that aren't normally at other hospitals.
Now let's talk about distracted driving. What exactly is it?
Well, driving in itself is a multitasking activity. And while you're doing that, if you're adding into other things, whether it be changing the radio station or answering a cell phone or texting, it takes away your attention from the task at hand, making it harder for you to keep an eye on the road and other things around that you need to drive. And of course, it can lead to accidents and other such things.
All right, now is it illegal?
There are some specific activities in reference to distracted driving that are illegal, such as the texting while driving and not using the hands-free devices with the cell phones. However, there are other things that can happen if a person, let's say again, is reading a paper or going to reach for something, and that causes them to swerve and they cause an accident. They could be cited for causing the accident.
Now, what would you say the worst distraction is?
It could be, it would just depend on what's going on in that car, whether it's some kids in the back that are carrying on and you've got someone trying to drive, or a cell phone going off, or just you drop something onto the floorboard and reach to get it.
Now, what type of distracted driving would you or other officers take notice of that would cause you to pull someone over?
Obviously, if something causes someone to, let's say, quickly come out of a lane and strike another vehicle, or to cut another vehicle off, that would get our attention. There, like I said, are the offenses with not using the hands-free devices, and then with the text messaging also. But they require a primary offense first before we can pull over for that. But it's just a lot of it's going to be watching the driving pattern of the driver.
Mm-hmm. And what are the penalties you can get for distracted driving?
Depending on what was the distracting driving incident was, it can be a citation, and those fines can range depending on what the offense is.
Now, let's get back to you at the medical center. How do you see the aftermath of distracted driving?
We typically, when the patients come in, we don't know, if they were distracted driving, if they were texting or anything like that. But a lot of motor vehicle collisions and stuff, the patients tend to, if they're distracted, they don't have their seatbelts on, they tend to come in and have worse injuries than those that are belted and have paid attention to the road. Their reaction times are quicker, so they tend to be able to prevent accidents at times.
Now, how can the community help respond to distracted driving?
With distracted driving, the Meritus Medical Center is doing a huge kickoff with local agencies, including the Sheriff's Department and a lot of the agencies in Washington County and the tri-state area. We're out getting people to sign pledges saying that they will not text and drive or be distracted while they're driving. Parents can encourage their kids. They can sign with their kids, have their kids sign, encourage people when they're out and about in the community, the dangers that can happen. So we're trying to partner to get the information out there and let the young people know, they're more of the technology age, but then you have the adults that are out there, that this does happen and people do die every day from distracted driving.
Yeah, it's definitely an individual taking control of their driving habits and reflecting that upon other members of their family and whatnot, and setting a good example. And that, of course, has a great effect on the community because you're going to have less of these instances.
So if somebody wanted to really join the campaign and get involved, whether it be an individual or a business or another organization, how would they go about doing that?
They could contact us at Meredith Medical Center and our public relations office, and they would be able to get them hooked up with the campaign.
With ending it, it adds to a safer community, and that's what everybody in the partnership is about, trying to make our community a safer place to live in.
All right, well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
You're watching Your Health Matters, brought to you by Meredith Health. We'll see you after the break.